Hi, hello, and welcome to Quantum Healing Hands Tarot. So today we are going with a little bit of the fall theme and gonna look at what is falling out of our lives, what is leaving, and kind of what is taking its place, what's coming in. So, all the goodies. So if you already know which pile you want, go ahead and select. And if you need a little bit more help, let's get into some breathing. So I like to start with 3 deep breaths. All right, so now that we're nice and relaxed, we can look at our piles. So I'm only doing 2 today, but they're kind of extended. I kind of went in and did some nice long readings. So in the first pile, we have the wire and bead pumpkin. And in pile 2, we have the pumpkin frappuccino, I will say. And here's my sister's. So Kat, if you see this, it's yours. All right, so those are the 2 piles. Yeah, if you need a little bit more help, like if you're struggling, especially with just 2, I close my eyes and I ask my intuition which pile to select. Very commonly, I'll see a number in my mind's eye come forward. And if, like as if I was staring at a light and closed my eyes, I'm trying to say, like, recently I've been kind of struggling with certain numbers. Like I'll struggle with seeing like 1 and then 2, and then I'm like, ugh. So today I was watching a reading and I just straight up said, like, which pile is it? And I heard 1 and I was like, oh, thank you. So that's another technique. Just ask yourself real quick, which pile? And that helped me a lot today. So go ahead, select your pile, and I will meet you there. Hi, pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I have no questions lined up. I just kind of wanted to roll with it and see what Spirit wanted to talk about. The main theme is what is falling away. So I'm just going to kind of dole out the cards as they feel, and I'm going to just kind of see how that goes. So let's go ahead and get into it. So up front, this is a song by Diplo. It's like this mix album he did. It's really, really good. But what's funny about this is instinctually what came to me is not actually, this isn't about suicidal tendencies or anything like that. But to me, this kind of represents a time in my life when I was not making choices that were best for me. I was really trying to appease the people around me, and not even the right people around me. This was a very, very interesting time. And so, like, yeah, because 8 is, what's 8 again? I always forget. That's so interesting. Strength. This was a very time in my life when I just wasn't being authentic to myself. So, but I really liked this album. So I think what's falling away is just anything that wasn't genuinely you. You are letting go of the things that eventually drive people mad and make them feel alone. And so I'm really happy to see that this is what's falling away. Let's keep going. Yeah. The sort of gossip, the sort of just toxic kind of nature of people, not necessary anymore. You, I think, are kind of done with the, I want to say heartbreak, because I'm feeling like what's falling away are choices that brought sadness. And I can relate. I can understand. Like I said, when this song brings me back to a time when I was in friendships that weren't healthy for me, and I was allowing family members to control my life that weren't healthy for me. And I, um, you know, I have struggled with my own issues. And so to have come through and be where I'm at now, I look back on this card and I just see, like, oh, the relief you're gonna feel once this is all gone, once all that sort of crap, all the like, yeah, just I'm hearing like negative gossip and stuff like that. So let's find out. I feel like the suspension you've been feeling over the last few years of where is life going, and I guess a lot of people have felt that. The collective has been going through a lot, but I feel like you're about to be let down in a good way. You're about to be let down in a good way. Like you're about to, um, you know, come down from where you've been for a while. You are no longer going to be ostracized for thinking differently, and you're just ultimately taking care of yourself. You're coming through a very triumphant time, a very, when the strength card comes up, that's kind of a celebration of accomplishing something really amazing. And the way I'm seeing this is you're coming out of just a very, very tough time where you just felt maybe alone or laughed at or pecked at. And you've just been staying so calm, because I feel like I just hear you saying, like, the storm will pass. You've been just like very, very self-assured. Other messages you want to tell us to pile one. What's going away? I love this song. It's by Johnny Smoke and the Tribe. It's, to me, this is okay. Yeah, I see you are heading out. Like you started with the strength. What's next? The Hermit. And what's cool is this isn't a like cave dwelling hermit card. This is like, I'm hitting the road and I'm going to go discover myself. I'm going to go, and you have people who support you fully. Like you're on this new adventure. And to me, this is just saying, like, you're putting any sort of doubt you had behind you. Like, you've been in suspension for so long. I think you've been very, very observant of what's been going on around you. And so it's falling away because you're kind of driving away. Yeah, very quick moving, like both of the swords, or like, the Knight of Swords. It's a fast moving card. It's action oriented. It's thought oriented. It is, like I said, I think you've really overcome a lot of that sort of negative thoughts. Very just toxic environment. Not your, not nobody's fault, just not your fault in this scenario, but it is your responsibility to live the life that you know is good for you. And from here to here, like, this is getting very positive. I'm really excited for you and seeing, what the seasons are bringing. Symbolically and literally, we just had up here in North America, we had the northern hemisphere. We're coming into fall now, and like literally, I'm wearing like my sweater this morning. Haven't done that in months. It's been warm, so, and it gets cold here quick. So, yeah, it's all happening very, very quickly too, which I'm excited for you. I just feel like the way you are going to live your life is going to be completely and spiritually different. I feel like you are really, like, I feel like you were just told to live one way for so long. And it's this sort of calm, peace, stillness of like, I feel like you know exactly what you're about to do. Yeah, what's funny is when this came up, I got a very emperor energy from it. And then seeing like the man and the hanged man, I was like, okay, so it's just, there's a very masculine energy coming through. And I think there's just a sort of shift in the air. Sometimes we go into a more feminine time, and then things switch. And so I'm feeling a good transition right now, at least on your end. Okay, we got a story. Let's go. Another masculine card, but the King of Cups is just a very secure, like, I feel like you just finally know how to give to yourself. You know how to fill your own cup. And I feel like for so long people were like funneling from your cup. And so it's taking you a while to kind of create that space. And I think, like I said, I think you had been being pecked at for so long, and you now are finally like, you know what? I'm getting up, and I'm heading out. So this could have very much been a family unit. Even though the Ten of Pentacles isn't always about family, I'm seeing it as a family structure. And probably even a family that had more of a focus on money than like the Ten of Cups kind of family. The Ten of Cups family is like happily ever after. To me, the Ten of Pentacles family is always a very greedy, materialistic kind of situation. And I think you have been, like I said, I think they have been funneling from your cup because you're a different caliber of person. You were born into a family where it was like you were cut from a different cloth. Like maybe you are more spiritual or religious than anyone else in your family. Yeah, there has just been an energy of somebody who can't control you, can't control themselves, truly. And I think you're just finally like, you know, I can't handle the way you want to treat me. I can't handle the way you want to control me. This is all falling away. You're coming into this power of like, oh, you've been drinking from my cup because my cup is powerful. My cup is hydrating. And I like, this is a very much like, stop. You do not have power over me. Yeah. And these people are just bored. That's what sucks about this is these people have been pecking at you just because they don't have anything better to do with their lives. And so I feel like, oh, I love all the stars and the stars and the stars. Stars on this hand. To me, you have just always had a vision of where you've wanted to go. And I think that's probably intimidated them the entire time. Since you were a youngin', you knew exactly, you were always creative and outgoing, and sadly, those people can end up being easy targets for people who are not happy with themselves. And that's sad when it's even just in your own family, in your own home. I feel like you're finally answering, not even finally answering the call. I feel like the call has finally come in. Yes. Mm-hmm. And you're accepting. That's what's so beautiful, is this acceptance. 5, 5, 5. Yeah, you are okay with walking away. I feel like you have for so long cried over what you were losing rather than being like, hey, I still have, you know, I still have so much good in my life. Even it's going to feel even better when you remove the negativity. And you're fine once you are once this has fully fallen away, I see your energy and focus is going to increase. Your energy and focus is going to be able to be directed at projects that you want, you know, like let's say you're about to go back to school, like you are going to have the energy for that because you aren't giving it away to, honestly, just petty gossip. Like nothing that is falling away is bad. Or sorry, nothing that is falling away, like it's, let me get my words. Nothing that is falling away right now is meant to be in your life. What is falling away is bad. Am I saying this right? I feel like you know what I'm saying, and I'm just don't feel satisfied with the way I'm saying it. Yeah, when this comes up, like it flipped upside down, but I'm just keeping it upright, one, because it's pretty, and two, because I'm still kind of able to read it in this position of once you have, like, it's basically saying, like, once your options have kind of run out, you're forced to reevaluate everything. And so I feel like you have reevaluated everything. I feel like you are very much looking at um, what's important to you, what is valuable to you, what is keeping you sane, what is keeping you happy. You have nothing but choices coming to you. Ooh. Yeah, there had been such an energy from, let me put this over here, there's more room. For so long, this family, this group, this outside energy had just drained you, had put everything on you, had made you feel honestly crazy. Like when the Nine of Wands is reversed, because I've gotten it so many times and I've read through my card book so many times, and this talks about schizophrenia, and basically it's like I feel like you've literally been in a situation that has made you feel so insane. That's crazy. Yes, there has been, because this is the Knight of Swords, or Knight of Swords reversed, and like, yeah, just everything has been hectic. It's almost been like you've been trying to hold on to this insane ride that you finally had to just let go. And what I'm feeling like I'm hearing is you have finally surrendered. Very recently you have been like, you know what? Whatever's going to happen in life is going to happen. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I'm grateful for that. You are open to what life wants to show you and bring you, even when it's that the people closest to you aren't good. Like, you're not somebody who's like, oh, I wish I never found that out. Like, no, you're like, oh, thank you. Thank you, universe, for the truth. You appreciate the truth. Because the truth cuts through like a knife, cuts through bullshit. And you've just been like, I see you holding this sword and you have just been cutting down the bullshit. Your inner child is so happy. I feel because I know, I just kind of go for interpretation, and I'm getting more of a page energy from this one. And like the Page of Cups is an inner child energy and an intuition, and just kind of when a good message is coming to you. And like I just see the feather this person is holding, and it reminds me of like the fish that's coming out of the cup on the Page of Cups card. And this is just saying, like, they're so proud of you because for so long you put up with this crap. For so long, people didn't appreciate you, didn't see your value. And I love that you have picked yourself up and put yourself together and headed out. Let's get one more oracle card. So I did get actually 2. This is so exciting that you have, with Follow the Sun and Lemon Tree, like, perfect story, perfect timing. Like, even the butterfly and the feather, like, you're flying away from this fucking crap. You are not accepting what was put down for you. I love that. So many people are like, no, well, this is the hand I was dealt. And it's like, no. You are you're burning it down and building something better. And I feel like you have such a good, secure partner. Like I said, like, I feel like you have a motorbike friend kind of thing. Like, you guys are just following the sun. You're just living your life. You're free. You're free from, when you're free from that judgment and you get to go out every day and just enjoy life, and no one is making you feel anything. No one can make you feel anything. You allow people to make you feel ways. You're strong. You're brave. You are doing something I don't think you've ever seen done before. This is brand new. Brand spanking new. Let's get some more. Very exciting that you have the 9 of Pentacles here, because when I was talking about 10 of Pentacles, right? Where was that? There it is. When I was talking about the 10 of Pentacles, it was because I got this energy that you had really come from a family that may have had money, but that was far more their focus. And so it's this thing of, you're beyond that. However, you are going to get to live the luxurious and comfortable life that you have always wanted. That kind of thing of, like, you've dreamed of, like, having a beautiful home, and, like, oh, I just see, like, what I saw was, like, you being able to be home all day. And, you know, maybe not all day, like, boring style, but just, like, not, like, I see you not having to wake up and go somewhere immediately. And you're opening up the doors and the windows, and, like, that soft morning crisp air is coming in. And I see, like, you popping on, like, the record player and, like, making your morning drink and grabbing a blanket and, like, just sitting with the morning sun. Like, luxury doesn't have to mean mansion. Like, a lot of times, like, people actually think, like, luxury means, like, when your home looks like it's straight out of, like, a magazine. And some people may want that, but I'm seeing such a comfortable at home energy. And like, what I'm specifically actually, I think, seeing, and is a good reference, is my god sister. She lives up, like, nice and far away, and she lives in this beautiful little home, and it's like this, like, surrounded by trees and like little chicken coop in the back, and like it's the most like secluded, loving environment. And I guess that's kind of what I was seeing of like, and I know she feels just like she has everything. I mean, I don't want to speak for her, but I think she chose to be in that environment. Like, we're, both from LA, like we could be living very different lives, and she's living this very peaceful, calm life. And I feel like for you, that is something that's on the horizon, or here. Like I said, I don't feel like you're waiting for it to come in. I feel like it's here, all of it. When things have just felt like lots of swords, I'm just getting like, oh, yeah. How did I miss that one too? I think it's actually like a magnified needle, but to me, it kind of looks like a sword. And I just feel like you have a good clarity about your emotions and how they affect everything. I feel like you are possibly a very emotional person, but have had to learn how to hide that away and not show that part of you. And I feel like you're really allowing yourself to just be. Like, have you ever had a dream of flying before? It's the most fantastic feeling. And that's kind of the sensation I'm getting of just flying. I feel like you're just free. You've been trapped and cooped up for so long, and I feel like you're finally being given a new chance, a new life, a new lease at life. What's falling away is just the darkest times where maybe you just felt like there was no gleam of light, and it's like, don't worry, through the darkness you're gonna see this beautiful bright morning sun. So the moon came up reversed, which this to me is so much about what you couldn't see and understand before you can now. Like, the moon is usually, not all the way, not all the time. You can see sometimes the moon during the day, but the moon is usually here at night. And so maybe the moon being reversed is kind of saying like, you're able to see the moon during the day right now. You're seeing the sun and the moon at the same time. And it's bringing you a sort of awareness. Your internal light or your internal darkness is able to meet an outside light. And it's shining the light on things that maybe you didn't want to look at for a really long time. And yeah, 18, 1 plus 8, 9, 9. I feel like you're finally seeing all the darkest secret, all the fear you had, everything you were afraid of. I feel like you now can see in the light, and you're like, why was I so afraid of that? You're now able to absorb this energy and process it because all that other crap is falling away. You're not worried about your family or what your parents are going to say, or no. You're finally just being able to live your life genuinely, authentically. And sure, you may be afraid, But I think when you're afraid, it means your dreams are big. If you're not afraid, you're not dreaming big enough. And you are dreaming big. And you're just kind of like scared. Let's get one more Sea King card. So I feel like this to me is connected to all the fears you were having of moving forward or kind of taking on an action. To me, this is here with the moon reverse saying, like, you're going to finally be able to see why you couldn't do things before. Whatever that means. You're going to just have such a clear, you're just going to be able to see everything so much clearer. And you're going to finally get that fire back. You're finally going to get that energy back. You're finally going to be able to... The mental blockages, the emotional blockages you had been having for so long are about to completely go away. I just literally, like, I see you riding off, like, because I just heard, like, tally-ho. Like, some old cowboy going off. And, well, you know, we'll just say herding the sheep kind of thing. Like, getting their shit together. Like, that's a good example of, like, for so long, maybe all the sheep were running wild in your mind and you finally know how to wrangle everything and direct your energy. And directed energy is very strong, very powerful. I've been wanting one more Friends card. So much keeps coming up in the reverse, and it's like, not that I like don't want to take that. I just feel like when it pops up reverse, I'm able to kind of be like, oh, okay. I'm understanding the message. And then a lot of times I just, but pardon me. I feel like you aren't just stepping out without knowledge. Like you are, this next step you're taking has been thought out and researched. And oh, look, 2, 3, the 5 on his shirt with the Hierophant. Yeah, you are going to be able to live in a whole different sort of structure. Like what I just heard is like your body is your temple. And I feel like you are reworking your temple. You are going on a whole new journey and you have thought this through. What's cool is like, I love that the first card is not 1, but it's 0, which is like full opportunity. You can go anywhere. You can be anything. And you have, again, also the bird and like the flying, like you're about to feel so free. And you have this like knowledge. That's how I'm saying this, is like you have this experience and knowledge going with you. So you aren't alone. I'm really excited for you, because to have like the first 2 cards being what's like the main, like how the story started of what's falling away, it just seemed to just I liked this reading because everything just kept unfolding and I just kind of got to talk about it as it happened. Usually I have all the questions lined up, and this was a different style, a different trying it out. I'm always trying to see what's more comfortable and flows better. So this seemed like a very good story of just you've surrendered to life and everything it wants to show you, and so you're finally able to experience the best of it. Yeah, you've been around some like grumpy, really selfish people who really didn't want good for you. They were literally like siphoning your gas. You're like, I literally just filled up my gas tank. What's going on? You're like, oh, you just spent 2 hours on the phone with your family. Of course you're exhausted because they spent all that time siphoning your energy. So that is where my energy is telling me it is ending. It's closing up. Pile 1, I hope you were able to find something that resonated. And if you did, I would love for you to give it a little thumbs up. And if you love this reading, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my channel. It's been an absolute honor today getting to read your energy and finding out more about you. And I'm just so proud of you for continuing on this journey that is not easy for anybody. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in future readings. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I have no questions, no cards, anything lined up. We're just going to kind of roll with it and see what the energy wanted to bring. But the question today is, what is falling away? So let's go ahead and get started. Pile 2s. What is falling away? So this is Message from Spirit. It's actually an instrumental song, but when it like first came out, it had lyrics and everything. And this one is about literally a message from Spirit. Spirit's coming in to say, like, look, I know life seems tough right now. I know you're in hermit mode. I know you are protecting yourself, and honestly, it's smoke is all around you. You don't know, you can't see what's going on. You're just kind of protecting yourself right now. And Spirit is coming in to say, like, you are doing everything right. You are taking care of yourself. You are protecting yourself. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to. And I personally am so proud of you, because even when you don't feel like you've got it in you, that's what we're here for. The spirit guides, the readers, anybody who is bringing you answers, that's what they're there for. Utilize them. And I feel like you are if you're here listening to this reading. But take that advice that you get and really absorb it, really believe in it, because I think you get your messages all around you. And sometimes the messages come through other people. You know, like somebody could be giving you advice and you're like, no, thanks. I'm waiting for, Spirit to bring me advice. And it's like sometimes Spirit is bringing you advice through other people. Yeah. You're removing all access that you used to allow people to have to you that took a lot away from you, like gossip and just character assassination is what I'm hearing. And the thing, like the people who used to get in your head and make you confused about making choices, like it's falling away. If you had any sort of financial struggles, or not even like struggles, but just like no financial income, I see that that's changing. I feel like you're finally going to start seeing the reward from what you've been, the work you've been putting into something. Yeah, look at that. Hey. The crap that you had been dealing with for so long that made you just feel hopeless, I think is behind you. I see, honestly, like nothing but I see the clouds are literally parting right now, and you're starting to see the rainbows. If you're starting to see life get good, like trust it, because it's happening for a reason. Yeah, you are being tended to and cared for by the universe. The universe appreciates you so much. The universe sees you as somebody who is here to help the planet, and so it's here to help you. It's a really beautiful balance. Because truthfully, the universe is nothing but it reflects your energy back to you. And you've been exhausted for so long, and I see you finally picking yourself up and maybe realizing you have been sitting under this cloud that wasn't moving, and if you moved, it would stay. Some people are like, no, but what if I get up and leave and it just follows me? Try it. Get up and walk out from underneath the cloud. And you're doing that. You finally are having faith that, like, you know what, maybe if I actually try to plant a seed, maybe something will actually grow. She's got the flower in her hand. She's encouraging you. She's saying, Mother Earth is like, hey, I'm here. And very, very encouraging right now. The universe is seriously behind you. The universe is like, you are about to start the adventure of a lifetime. And I see that. I really feel like you were starting to think nothing was going to change, and you were just going to be in this 9 energy for so long. 9 energy is heavy. 9 energy is a lot. 9 energy is, it's heavy, it's weighted, and even like, because like even like the 9 of cups, let's say, it's like, all your wishes are granted. Like that's a lot to handle. And I think you have just been wondering when the sort of tension was going to be relieved, and it's about to be. Or like I said, I think it is. I feel like the clouds are parting right now, and you're actually seeing the rainbow. I love it. I love it. You're finally moving into like, yes, okay. You've just been in this place of literally feeling like you're suffocating and about to die, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's done. The smoke has broken. The smoke has broke. And I feel like you are coming into this fantastic time where you have, this is a song by Hayley Kiyoko, and it's called Found My Friends. And it inspired me so much in my own musical journey. I actually drew the rose that is on the cover of my song. I actually have that in here. pardon. This song came out around a time that I was actually walking away from a really important friendship. And actually, I talked about that same friendship in the last pile. Wild. Everything comes around. And so, but this was a time when I was terrified. I had been friends with this person for a very long time. And I wasn't sure if I was ever going to find friends again. And you're in this time period right now where you're like, holy shit, look at all my friends. I got friends. You do. You got the friends. And you look really good while happening. Like, I think it is. I think she's wearing like a really sick orange outfit. And so the orange is standing out a lot to me. And orange is very, to me, and I think your chakras, but it's always a very like confident color. Orange is one of my favorite colors. When I was a teenager, I painted my entire bedroom orange. Legit fact. Yeah, you were worried things really weren't going to go anywhere. You had some serious stress. Like, you were probably starting to get frown lines. Look at that. Like, you're like, I just want this flower to grow. And it's like, it is. These flowers are growing. And I feel like you had been watching flowers die time and time again. Whatever that flower is to you, whether it was friendships or creative pursuits. I feel like you were really afraid that things just weren't going to go anywhere. Worried about the stagnant energy in life. Exactly what I just said. Yeah, you were really worried that like your plans weren't going to happen, like your visions weren't going to come to fruition, and oh baby, they are. I promise you. You are going to start seeing massive movement. And it's kind of like Hayley Kiyoko's career. She has been around for quite some time, but I think she really just stepped into her own confidence. And honestly, it just comes with age and maturity. And you're maturing naturally. One more. One more from Mrs. Dick. There we go. Look at that, bitch. Sorry. I'm just so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. The crap has actually fallen away, and all these wishes, like I feel like you've made so many wishes on so many stars. Like, look, same over here. Look at all the stars. You've just been making wishes on stars, and that's not bad. Maybe people have like laughed at you for it, of like, you think that's gonna get you anywhere? It's like, yes it is. 9 energy is heavy. I said that. And you're getting this truckload of your wishes coming true. It'll be a lot to handle, but I think you're going to kind of be excited with it at the same time. Yeah, if things weren't coming to fruition before, they are now. It's literally that thing of like you planted this seed so long ago and you were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to the point that you actually kind of forgot about it. And all of a sudden you're like, holy, what? Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I did put in an order for that. Yeah. And here it is. The time of not being able to produce anything is over. Like, you rule all. Look at you sitting in that, oh my God. I want one of those chairs so badly. I forget what they're called. But like, so many people on their album covers are sitting in them. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. So who are you? Because you have, it's crazy. I'm having just hard words to say, just honestly, a lot of nice things about you, because it's like, you're awesome. You are hardworking. You are coming into it, and I'm so excited for you. Like I said, 9 energy is heavy, and obviously you got that big energy. You do. And all that hard work, all the steps you had to go through of, you know, Pentacles, Ace through 8. It is time to celebrate. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Like, it is. It's time to celebrate for you. Wow. And it's like, what's so cool is it's not even like an excitement you can't handle. It's like, oh no, you've been waiting for this. You are ready. You are ready to go. So much 9 and 3 energy. Let's get one more. Balance out that 3 energy. Yeah, if you have been struggling at all with kind of creating visions into the real world, again with the flowers. I know a lot of these, a lot of them have flowers, but I'm just noting that, like, you finally can see the flower that's growing and you're excited about it. Well, look, they have like the same sort of like Mona Lisa smile of like the no smile, the no smile of the Mona Lisa smile of like, I think you're tired. I think you're kind of like, yeah, no, I get it. It's like, that's why you're not unnecessarily excited, because not, and I'm not saying not necessarily excited. I'm saying not unnecessarily excited. So these popping out, like Pancake, super fun song, also totals to 3. So I'll tuck this bad boy over here. It kind of gives that energy of, I'm just grabbing from that. It's like you have been trying to get to that perfect consistency, and you've been trying to work the perfect pancake and make the perfect pancake. And I feel like you've been doing it for so long that it's like, yeah, of course now I know how to make a perfect pancake. I've been doing this forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. And with Maybe Memories, like, I love it right next to the Fool, because that song is first of all, it's by The Used, and it was the first song that they were able to write together as a band, and like with all those members. And that's how I'm seeing this, is like you're finally finding the group of friends that is going to work. You've been trying out a lot of scenarios, you've been trying out a lot of friendships and relationships and different ways of living life, and I just really feel like you're finally getting it. There you go, you're getting it. All right, what's next is don't think we've got any of these yet. When is falling away? In the song they sing I think the line is whited out glittering wax butterflies. And so I'll put that right next to it with the other butterflies. Yeah, it's like, I think, the band tried out different singers, and, you've been trying to make that perfect pancake, get that perfect group together, and you're going to finally see everything come together. You're finally going to get that group that you're like, oh my God. Like, have you ever been kind of maybe cynical about friendships? Not believe in them. Like, I feel like you're kind of like, yeah, I'm a believer secretly, but cynical in the way of like, well, those real friendships aren't, those like super tight friendships where they go on trips together and they, live their lives together, very, very much like the show Friends. Like, you may not think that that's actually possible or real. And Spirit is here to say today that it is real. And you're going to find it. Look at that. There's your 9 energy. The answers you seek are already within. Yeah, the time has come. You have all the answers. You have... This is also a card just kind of coming in and saying, like, don't forget to just relax. Don't forget to relax. Don't forget to relax. If you don't take the rest, Spirit and the universe, it kind of forces it upon you, and it's usually not in the way you like. So just take a break. And that can just literally mean like sitting down and doing the things that make you feel good. Yeah, you've been kind of defending your position for so long, and I feel like you can finally put down your weapons. Like, yeah, the 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands. Like, you have just been so protective of yourself, and I understand that. You have been so protective. A lot of uncertainty. A lot of sitting around and waiting for things to come to fruition, and I feel like you're finally seeing it happen. I do feel you are tired, though. You are tired. All right, I'm just hearing the last 2. So, yeah, you're finally... What this is, another 9. Good heavens. You're finally having mental clarity. Like, notice how this is the only queen looking backward. You finally have a mental clarity about everything that's been going on. Why things happened the way they did. What was making you feel suffocated. What is causing the clouds to part and the sun to come in. Like, you're finally seeing everything from the past and how it's led to here. And it's just, yeah, you've maybe been tired. Just get some good sleep. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, one more song oracle card, and then I think we will wrap it up. So funny. That card popped up earlier, and I was just like, all right. And so seeing it pop up again. So to me, this is me saying you're just finally, the way I'm interpreting this to this reading is you're finally going with the group of people that, you know, rock your boat in a good way. Float your boat. So that's what it is. Not rock your boat. Float your boat. But I feel like you have been maybe around, like, the people who didn't bring you pleasure, the people who weren't bringing you joy. And that's kind of done. And what's cool is, like, I feel like you're going to be able to write a play or a musical even about everything you've gone through up until this point in a really, like, comical satire way. I think you are able to actually look at everything now and laugh at it or find the humor in it. I still feel like you aren't able to fully, like, release the ha-ha-has. But you're free. You're free from mental torment. Mental torment. Yeah. Because I think this is the only... Oh, no, there's the other 10. So this being... The other 10 being 10 of Cups. Like, good heavens. Yeah, you are finally stepping into that next energy of, you know what, this group of people, this thing I've been really participating in for so long, I'm bored with it, I'm done with it, I'm ready to move on, I'm ready to find something that works better for me. You have a grasp of everything around you, you have a really good understanding, like, you are balanced, you are protected. Cisgendered, heterosexual man, bored of your fumbling hand, it's not hard. It's such a good song. I just feel like you are kind of done with the bullshit in the past. You are like, oh, I'm moving out from underneath this dark cloud, and I'm gonna go take a nap because I haven't been able to sleep because the rain has just been pounding on my head for so long, and I'm just gonna go take a really, really nice nap because, you know what? I think I've learned everything I need to. You have. You've learned everything you need to, so now let's just go and let it compound. Let's let everything you've learned kind of saturate into your brain and just become a part of who you are. Journal about it, write about it, laugh about it. It's nothing but memories. And you're going to be making way better ones. You're not going to be hung up on, you know, the first pancake that burnt and didn't work. No, you are going to be enjoying the other pancakes that you were able to make, that you were able to put together. Yeah, this is also very 5 energy, like, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. So 5. Very much a 5 energy of I've got this. You've got your senses about you. Life has been seeming really, really hard and dark, and my heart goes out to you, but I think you're finally going to see how to remove the weapons people have been trying to use against you, and you're finally going to be able to start this next journey that I think you're really excited about. And just keep an eye out for making the same mistakes that you've done. I don't think you're going to. I just think this isn't the first time you've gone through this. So it will be hopefully much easier to avoid in the future. I keep feeling like I should pull one more. I keep saying that. One more time. The music's got me feeling a celebration. One more time, you got me feeling so feeling. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Woohoo! All right. Yep. Just feeling like it backs up the like you're on a journey now, and this is self-propelled. You're putting the bullshit behind you. The rubber is meeting the road, and you are putting your money where your mouth is, truthfully. So I think that's where we're going to end it, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me channel your energy. If you enjoyed this reading, I would love for you to give it a little thumbs up. And if you loved it, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my channel. It's been an absolute honor today. If this is your first time being here, I hope to see you in future readings. Have a great day.